Newsflash, white people don't want to live around ratchet black people, and black people don't want to live around ratchet black people. I mean, it's nothing like going to the Walmart on a Sunday morning, and then you see the Bonnet Crew walk in. Loud, obnoxious, the kids are everywhere, in every aisle, unattended, and that's anywhere you go. No matter what. They're highly emotional, highly sensitive. You can't say nothing. You can't even smile and hold the door for them because they'll look at you like you're crazy. And always the victim of something. Either you stepped on a shoe, you looked at them wrong, you told them good morning. They're never happy, they're never satisfied. And you wonder why normal, good black people move out of the hood as soon as they start getting successful.
There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have black fatigue. And you don't have to be a non-black person to have black fatigue. What does that phrase actually mean? Essentially, black fatigue is a growing weariness of the actions of the quote unquote black community. But it goes deeper than that because we are in 2025 now. And we are being judged based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. But the interesting part is the lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the black community, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, you are acting white when they're talking to someone like myself who doesn't act the way most people would expect a conventional black person to act. In their minds, there is a correct way to act black. And the people in your ethnic group who fulfill those very negative stereotypes, those are the ones who are going to essentially drag down the collective whole. And that's why there's individuals who are black who do and can have black fatigue because they see how damaging it is to see the worst of us attract all this negative attention that then unfortunately gets ascribed to the entire race all too often. But what's unfortunate is here in 2025, now we have to contend with the fact that there's people who are so sick and tired of seeing those negative aspects, those negative individuals in the black community attracting all this attention. That's what is spurring this black fatigue.
So there's this term that's going around called black fatigue. And what black fatigue is, you are tired of certain black behaviors in the black community that needs to be addressed. It is literally making you tired at this point. When it comes to black on black crime, upholding things that are not right in the black community, like baby mama culture and the rap culture that we have now, gang violence, all of these things that are horrible for the black community. My main one is thinking that you are oppressed in America when a lot of black people have so many opportunities in America that it doesn't make any sense. There are black doctors, black lawyers, black content creators, black entrepreneurs, and honestly, it is ridiculous how much black people have an advantage in America. Literally at this moment in 2025. There are black celebrities that are going on the red carpet at the Met Gala and all these things and telling you that you're oppressed while they sit and have neighbors, white neighbors, in their $1 million mansions. It's tiring. It's absolutely tiring to have to go on a platform and tell you you're not oppressed. Get a job, get a life, get all the things that you need to get together. You're not oppressed. You have the opportunity to get your life together, especially right now in 2025.
I've been had black fatigue. Well, nigga fatigue. I love black people. See, it's a difference between niggas and black people. You understand? And what it should be called is nigga fatigue. Because even black people have nigga fatigue. You understand? The ghetto ratchet bullshit. All the ignorant stuff that these people stand for. All the ignorant stuff that these people defend. All the weird shit that these people say. All the victimization and acceptance of the bigotry of low expectations and all the Stockholm syndrome and all that shit like that, all the random acts of violence that people want to ignore because it's black on black, which they also want to ignore and just say it's proximity crime, but no, it's black on black crime. It's an epidemic. Black fatigue is some real shit, and y'all are getting what the fuck y'all wanted to get when y'all wanted to perpetuate racism, because nobody in America is perpetuating racism but black people. Get out of your neighborhood and out from around all the rest of the bullshit people that you fuck with to understand the reality of what's going on in the world. And what you will see is that it's people that look like me that's perpetuating racism, because white people don't give a fuck. They not running around talking about what our hairstyles are and You can't wear this and you can't wear that and you can't say this and you can't say that. It's weird, bro. It's weird. And it's over. It's over because y'all ain't ready for what you asking for. You're not ready for that race war. While y'all flapping y'all trap and waiting on the white man to give you what you need to jump off a race war, them white boys in the motherfucking woods doing calisthenics and running drills and shooting and throwing knives and learning how to live off the land. They ready for that. Y'all not ready for that, bro. Y'all not ready for that. Y'all just talking a bunch of shit, and that goes to show your privilege and how spoiled the black community has become. Period. I don't see no white privilege. That's black privilege everywhere I see. You understand? It's a lot of degenerate shit going on between both races, though. Especially with the Carmelo Anthony thing. That was some degenerate punk bullshit. He's a coward, period. I don't give a fuck. He's a fucking coward. Justice to all slain children. And as far as like Shiloh Hendricks, she's fucking trash. I'm sorry, she's trash. If they want to get behind trash, that's on them. But I don't blame them because they just saw a bunch of people who look like me get behind a trash ass person too. And they just as tired of it as anybody else because the racism has been towards them for the past few decades. But you still want to say it's towards you when it's not. When you have the privilege, you don't even know that you have the privilege. You don't even know that you had reparations. We've been had reparations. And to tell the truth, the United States does not even owe us reparations. Africa owes our ancestors reparations. But you want to pass on that because Africa is black people. I think y'all scared of white people. Because it's been many times in the hood where, you know, some white cops did something and then one of you fools came and killed a black person behind it. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. It's time for shit to change. It's time to move forward. Don't nobody give a fuck about no slavery. Don't nobody give a fuck about no past. We have a future and we not even concentrating on it. Period. I said what I said. Say what the fuck you want to say about me. Get mad, talk shit. I don't give a damn. I want all the smoke because I have black fatigue too, and so do the rest of the black people. Tired of it, dude. We tired of y'all representing for us because y'all don't speak for us. Y'all don't think like we think. Y'all don't do what we do. As a matter of fact, you do us worse than you do white people because we're in proximity to your bullshit. I don't know. I said what the fuck I said.
All right. The idea of black fatigue suggests that some black people are tired of the behavior they see within their own community. Do you think this is valid, or are we just pointing fingers at the wrong people?
Say, buddy ass a whole goofy. He is super goofy. Going backwards, forwards. What we really got is fatigue for niggas who wasn't accepted. That's what that should be. You wasn't accepted. You ain't get loved by your family, by your brother. The girl you like didn't want to fuck with you. You talked a certain way, so niggas looked at you weird in the hood. Then you start holding animosity. You might have said some slick shit, got beat up once or twice, went home and said, "Fuck these Negroes, I'm never gonna." Powered up like the fucking Hulk. Studied really, really hard. Moved around white people. See, they didn't fully accept you, so you tried to assimilate as hard as you fucking could. It didn't work. Then you thought maybe we can relate by me trying to bash black Americans. Let me get on this tail. Maybe they'll see I'm one of the good ones. Newsflash, douchebag. We gonna all be in the same boat at the end of the day when it comes to that specific subject. So if he was saying he tired of some of the shit black people do, yeah, well, you get tired of things people do. Blame that on the individual or that individual subgroup. To just blanket it across black Americans, that nigga can suck my dick. All of them. You could tell him I said it. I got fatigue of cooning. I got fatigue of tethering. I got fatigue of racist ass white people. How about that? Was that what you wanted, JR? That what you was asking for?
I just was asking for your POV, sir. Go ahead, Corey. What's your thoughts about it, man? That question I asked you another question. Why is it that when some people in the black community try to move forward or do things differently, they're often labeled as acting white? Do you think this hurts us more than it helps?
I think that we have a serious lack of self-awareness in the black community. I think obviously we're divided, and that's by design. And unless we put our heads together to come up with solutions to these very real problems, they'll persist and continue to eat at the fabric of our community. That's how I feel. Now, as far as black fatigue is concerned, I don't like when people put us in a box. We're not a monolith. Yes, there are some people who I do have issues with their behavior, um, but that doesn't apply to all black people. Unfortunately, the ones who are misrepresenting us, they tend to get the most exposure. They tend to get the most attention, the most camera time. And so that's what people see. But that's a misrepresentation of who we are as a people. And I wish that there was more attention given to the black men and women who are doing amazing things, because there are many of us doing amazing things. I wish that they would get more attention instead of the ones who obviously are not. So I just believe it's a matter of one group receiving more attention. And again, that's by design than the other. I'd like to see more balance.
All right. Some say that negative behavior, like baby mama culture or the glorification of violence in rap music, is holding the entire community back. How do we address this issue without attacking the people involved?
You want me to answer that question?
I mean, it's open for the panel. If you want to
Oh,
answer, you can.
look, here's the thing, right? So, black culture. I'd like to ask all of you, how would you define black culture in modern society today? How would you define it?
It's an offshoot of pre-American Census 1860 blacks and the culmination of historical precedent leading up to it. So it has historical relevance leading back to the first portion of the ethnogenesis that changed us from native to Negro to colored to black to African American now, whatever. And it's jazz, it's R&B, it's scholars, it's ratchet shit. It's a culmination of a whole lot of different things rolled into one. It gets convoluted when people use terms like this just urban culture. This, because what they do is they convolute the terms and then they just blanket and say all black women do this and all black men do this, when they really talking about all black men on the west side of Chicago feel this way, or all black men who wear red hats that only go to the left feel this way, all black men that wear blue hats that go to the right feel this way. But they not nuanced enough to understand that they speaking to a specific group when they say certain things. Like I think Miles Davis and Glorilla are black culture. I think W.E.B. Du Bois and Tyler Perry is, unfortunately, they black. It's all a culmination of these things. It's excellence, it's greatness, and it's red. And it's some riders, and it's some sorry punk motherfuckers too. It's a gang of different shit. We are a wide burst, a wide range of a spectrum of excellence to some bullshit. When I think of black culture, that's what I think about.
Anybody else want to ask this question? You want to repeat the question again?
How can we, or how do we define black culture in modern society? The answer that I was given was tremendous. And I agree with you. It really is sort of an amalgamation of all of that. But what I have noticed, unfortunately, is that the you mentioned baby mama culture, you mentioned hip hop, rap music, all of which I embrace, all of which I listen to. I do think to some degree it's having a negative impact on our youth and on future generations. I think that should be addressed. We can't ignore the fact that our youth in particular are influenced by what they hear in these songs and what they see on television, on billboards. Imagery is important. And I do think that we, as men, as leaders, should definitely address the negativity that's often recycled in rap music and perpetuated in a lot of things that we consume on a daily basis. That can't be ignored.
I think really brought up a good point too, or a question off of that is what are we what's the definition of culture? Like what definition of it are we using to answer this question?
So I feel like anything we do is considered black culture. Anything, whether it's negative or positive, it all falls under that statement, that word. black culture. So that's my opinion about it. But let me finish. Let me go ahead and speak on this. Look here, I got degenerate fatigue. I'm tired of ninjas. I don't say that at N-word. That's not my thing. But yeah, we tired of it. We teach our kids early to be tired of it. That's why you want your kids, don't want your kids around these bad kids. When you see these goddamn bad kids, you be the first one to talk. You're acting and moving just like what you've seen in that video, whether you want to admit it or not. Now, we might not be saying all the words and saying and use some of the phrases they saying, but we're doing the same thing. We just saying it. They're saying it out loud. We're saying it in our head. We don't put it out there. One of our problems is back in the days, our grandfathers and our grandmothers had no problem with shaming motherfuckers. Now we scared. We scared to talk about it. No, we are talking about it. Girl, you see how she dressed the other day out there in that goddamn store with that goddamn bonnet on? Man, you see that dude walking around with his pants hanging down? We talk like that amongst us, amongst your little family, or the circle you would. But we ain't going up, young man. Do you think that's the good look you trying to put out there, dog, with your ass hanging out, with shit stains showing? Baby girl, you walk around with these fuzzy ass slippers, walking through with these stank ass pajamas, knowing you ain't washed your goddamn ass, wearing this bonnet. Do you think that's a good look for you, young lady? No, we're not doing that though. So we're not helping. We're part of the problem. I said it before. If you're not addressing it, you're part of the problem. If we're not bringing it to the forefront, we're part of the problem. So when are we going to actually not be mad and call these people coons and all that shit, trying to do what we can so these so-called coons don't have something to talk about? But we're not. We give them fuel and ammunition. We're doing just the opposite. So we need to start shaming these people, making them feel some type of way. Like I said, man, back in the days, you could be no gay ass person walking down the street without somebody saying some shit to you. Now, your pastor gay, your choir director, your auntie's a whole bulldagger, and y'all all together at the Thanksgiving table. Y'all ain't saying that like that. Y'all ain't saying, yeah, well, I can't have you at my house because we don't preach that. You're not bringing that shit around my kids. You're not putting that message. We're not doing that. Now, what are we doing? Because we scared? Because we spineless? I don't know why we're not doing that no goddamn more. But we need to do a better job. I'll leave it there.